Well, hello again from Mike Carnes here in Nashville, Tennessee. Walking the Crossroads with Michael. This is our third installment, and I'm glad you're coming back. If you haven't seen the first two, go back to the webpage and look at the first two. Talked about honor a little bit. Just getting through the crossroads of our life is always a fun conversation to have, because we all have them. Be they good crossroads, be they bad crossroads. You know, was at church this morning, and again it was reiterated. We're going to have train wrecks in our lives, and I get that. I think Pete, one of the things he said is that, you know, in a relationship, there's going to be an 18-wheeler come by and run you over, and you know, it's not always going to be hunky-dory, and that is absolutely the truth. And that's why we're having this conversation now, and I have this blog so that we can go through different little things about going through crossroads, good or bad. But one of the things I want to really reiterate, and you'll hear me talk about it a lot, is relationships. A relationship is vital when you're in a crossroad, be it a positive one or a negative one, because you need people around you. You need good people around you that care about you, that don't criticize you and put you down, but lift you up and celebrate with you and cry with you. And one of the things I wanted to talk about today, though there's so much to talk about in relationships, and like I said, we're going to be dealing with it more, but I was going through some old pictures, okay? My parents, God bless them, I love them with all my heart, and I hope you guys have parents that you love, and if you've had difficulties, that if you become a parent, you'll be the kind of parent that your kids absolutely honor and love. And there's that word honor again, and that's what I want to do here. My parents, in a couple of weeks, are going to be celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary, the diamond wedding anniversary. How many people now do you know that have 60 years together in marriage? What is it today? We went over it last time. 60-70% of marriages in the first 2 years, you know, go away and you get divorced. Why? It's about me. What do I get out of this? Am I right? I'm not getting what I want. So you can hear the thing there. The common term is I. It's all about me. Now, here is an old picture that I found of them on their wedding day. Now, it's all messed up because one of our crossroads was a major flood back in Houston where we lost everything, and we salvaged some of the pictures. But Mom was 17, Dad was 18. This is back in 1955. And I want to honor them, and my kids and my sister, we all want to honor them in their longevity in their marriage, which is a wonderful thing. But how did they stay married that long? Do you not think they had conflict? Do you not think they had issues? Now, hear me right, okay? Hear me on this. It's not just about marriage. This is about relationships. I don't care if it's a business relationship, a friendship relationship. It doesn't matter if you're the CEO of a Fortune 100 company. Your relationships to the people you have in your life are vital to how your life is, what you become, who you are. You know, again, if you're critical, if you're angry, if you're wanting to be right, if you're controlling and putting people down, you know, you're not going to have a good foundation of relationships around you. And your business is going to suffer, your marriage is going to suffer, your life is going to suffer. And I say that because it is as clear as a bell that people don't want to be around those kinds of people. So let's go back to Mom and Dad and their 60 years. One of the things that I want to talk about, and I have been chastised myself in the first two blogs by good friends of mine going, Michael, you have much more of a personality. You're way too serious. You got to open up. You got to be who you are. You got to laugh. You got to, you know, tell some jokes. Well, the thing that really hit me with that, and that is true, and I apologize for being a little too serious on this, but again, it's a passion of mine to help people and encourage people to have a better life, to just have a light bulb go off going, aha, maybe that's, if I change that there or change this here, I might be a little better off. So the thing that I really want to encourage in this blog is humor. And I've already spent a couple of minutes going through and rambling on about things, but let me tell you something. We want to have fun in life. You know, we want to boat, we want to bowl, we want to play golf, we want to play tennis, we want to play, we want to laugh, we want to enjoy each other. You know, comedy clubs are huge, and I would much rather see a comedic movie than a horror movie. In fact, I don't see horror movies. I can't stand being startled. You know, can't stand that. So, anyway, humor. And seeing humor in a relationship is imperative. And I use that word imperative a lot, or critical, because these are things that are paramount to enjoying your days, to waking up and having that little laugh in the morning, or it's not just about peace, it's not just about grace and mercy, which those are all wonderful, great things that we have to have, but we want to live, we want to enjoy life. You know, one of the things I do is love, live, and laugh, and laugh is a big part of what we do in life. To laugh with your employees or your co-workers, to enjoy a party and have fun, and not at the expense of somebody. Now, don't do that, because then you're crossing that line of being critical and stuff like that. Don't laugh at the expense of somebody. Laugh with them. But to have humor in your life, to look at things from a perspective where it's not just the silver lining, but my dad and I have a great story that to this day, you know, I talked about the flood of '79 in Houston. We lost everything. Mom and my sister were gone. It was just Dad and I. And we have a story that we tell together because we lived through 36 inches of a rain in Houston, Texas. A depression came in and just stopped right over our part of Houston. And we had literally over 7 feet of water in our house. And we watched the water rise like a bathtub water rising. It was just raining that hard, and we were low-lying areas. But we have a whole conversation and story about that we cannot tell without cracking up, because we went through that whole flood trying to get things done, furniture up, pictures up. Okay, now it's really bad, we got to get important papers. We're doing all of this, and I'm going out to get the canoe in the back and get the dog and the cat. We did it all without any shoes on. And that doesn't sound funny right now, but when Dad and I go through this whole story about all the different things we did, and we did it without any shoes on. You know, here we are, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we go through this whole story. And it's a joy to have my father and I go through life enjoying that horrific crossroads by saying it was a great time for us as a father and son. It was a great time to look back and laugh now, because you know what? The house got rebuilt, we got new things, we moved on. And, you know, chasing a rabbit, which I do a lot, things can be replaced. Things can be replaced. We can move on. The sun is going to rise tomorrow regardless of what happens, even if your spouse leaves you, or a son or a daughter dies, or anything that happens in your life, a bankruptcy, doesn't matter. The sun's going to rise tomorrow. What we choose to do in that crossroads, in that moment, is going to tell a lot about us. And again, that's why we need good people around us. We need humor around us. We need to look at the lighter side of things. I love those cartoons that just have the little moments. There was one the other day, and I saw it on Facebook, and you might have seen it, but it just made me smile. And I love to just smile and go, oh, you know, life's not so bad, it's not so harsh. But a pastor was saying to his choir director, hey, next time that I preach on tithing, do not sing Jesus Paid It All. You know, and that's just one of those little smiley things that goes, that's a humorous moment in life that you can just enjoy. So enjoy each other, enjoy life. If you have a hard crossroads coming, get those people around you that'll lift you up, that encourage you, and laugh. I dare you to go on YouTube and click on some laughing babies and not smile. I dare you, because there's nothing greater than that. You've seen the little goat, you know, now on TV, and it was on Facebook a lot, that's screaming. You know, those are funny things because life is humorous all around us. And I thank God for the humorists that show us the lighter side of life. So, as you go through your crossroads, honor people, love people, encourage people, don't criticize, you know, and look, please look for the lighter side of things and get people around you that you can laugh with and enjoy life with, regardless of the circumstances that you're in. God bless you, laugh, and have a great day, and I'll talk to you in session 4. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.